Welcome to a new topic. This new topic today is about dharma, practice, the practice of giving. Dharma, hạnh, bố thí in Vietnamese. Giving or dharma in Bali is a common Buddhist technical word that we all know that it is a word that almost the Buddhists who practice the elders of Buddhism will make sense directly. That is about the whole theories and applications of the giving activities in Buddhism and spread to all the Theravada Buddhist monasteries and Buddhist societies. Now come to the definitions of a word Buddha, a word givings. And a word givings, there are several definitions according to the Bali literatures and the Buddhist perspective. The Bali literatures is mean givings is very common use in the Dana Paramis. It means giving the perfections of the giving. As a Bali word, Thana Parami, Thana Upaparami, and Thana Paramattha Paramis. This is the first perfections that all the previous Buddha have to conduct before they become the Buddha or the enlightenment one. And according to the Buddhist scholars' perspective, as such as my meditations or my insight meditation masters named Parasati Muni, who's in Thailand. From Thailand, he used to say that giving can resolve all kinds of the problem. And according to the elders Buddhist texts, giving, when we apply the word givings or we practice to giving, it means that we are on the way to reduce our greed, low path, and also have the concepts of try to pass or try to bring our properties for the next life too. And also people can reborn as the human and in the heaven realms because of the results of giving. So we can conclude that giving is a very important term to apply in this human society. And for me, I appreciate the ways of giving so much because I realize that this life is have only two things to come to accomplish. One is receiving, and the second is giving. When we still young, we still weak, we receive a lot from all the people have. And when we grow up and we can stand by ourselves, we have to give back to other people. We have to give back to societies by giving, by sharing our goodness to other people. And according to the laws of karma, what we do today, it will come back to us later. So be good under the forms of giving. And according to the Buddhist scripts, there's a lot of forms to give, at least 10 ways or 10 specific form to giving. But here, because of time limits, I would summarize only 2 forms to giving. The first one giving by our materials or our thing. In the Buddhism, we conclude into 4 includes in the 4 requests. We can give by provide the clothes, provide the food, residence, and medicine to other people as much as possible. And this is, we can understand that this is the basic needs of human being, because in priorities we need, and other people also need these 4 kinds of requests in Buddhism or in elders Buddhism. And second, giving by forgiveness. And the third, giving by teachings. And the Buddha himself appreciates giving, or appreciate the third, giving by teachings most. As a proverb, as a Buddhist proverb saying, Sappathanang Dhammathanang Chinati. mean giving by teachings or the Dhamma's giving always conquers orders. So now we already got the definitions of givings, and we also got three kinds of givings according to the elders Buddhism. And now we would like to make sure how can we apply this giving into our daily life. For givings by material or by thing, we can apply by the following process. We have to give by our respect, by directly, means that if possible, we can give by hand to hand, and we have to give by our good attention. And the last one, we not to give by throwing as our material or as our thing to order. This is the Buddha's emphasize. And if we have, if we suppose our things or our materials is 100%, we can divide it into four parts. 25% we can feed ourselves, and other 5% we can feed our parents, and next 25% we can feed our children, and the last 25% of our properties we can give danas. And we have to understand that the way to give danas is means we try to purify our creed, low path, and it's also the way we try to mold our properties in this life for the next. And only the wise men usually to understand, to learn, understand, and follow these ways. And come to the second forms of givings. So it is giving by forgiving. This way we don't cause any properties, or we don't cause any values of materials, includes financial or money or cash. We just try to understand other people and know what is others people problem and what is the cause of their problems, and we try, we get right understanding on them, and we are ready to forgive all their faults, including their mistakes on ourselves. This way, the Buddhas try to remind us that it's a little bit hard to do for human beings, because the minds of human beings always attack, and very hard to detect on all the mistakes, because the common people usually they have much selfish desires, and mostly they require other people react according to their aims or their minds, and they live in this life there's very high attachments on other people. Some just sees other people faults or other people mistake, but they forget to see theirs. So whenever we still believe that there's eyes and minds in our perception, you know, the problems will never quit, or the problems will never end, because of a term self attachment. Mean that we live in this life full of the attachments on our the five aggregates on our body and mind, and we suppose ourselves are the best, ourselves is the top, only we ourselves are right, and all the people is always wrong. So this is the problems, and we can stay away from this, from the ideas of self attachments by giving other people there's forgiveness. In Pali, we call apayatana. Even it's very hard to accomplish, but try. Okay, please try. And come to the last formulas of giving. It is giving by teaching all the people the ways or the right ways to the heaven and nirvana. And last moment, I also said that the Buddha himself appreciates the givings by teachings the most, because only this ways we can guide people in the right direction, is on the middle ways or in the Eightfold Path. Eightfold Path in the elder Buddhism, and this way is also the Buddhas also called the miracle in education, we have to follow these ways by teaching and coaching others day by day, time by time, and it is also the duties of the higher ranks in the societies. For example, parents, teachers, and priests, or the Buddhist monks in the temple, or the leaders of countries in this world have to has better to apply these formulas of givings by teachings and coaching other people the right ways to the heavens and to Nirvana, and also tell them the right way to live this life humble or calmness or peacefulness, happiness together in this society. You know, some people they just see the fault or the mistakes as of order, but they have no pattern enough, they have no experience, they have no generosity, they have no wisdom to tell us older mistake people about how to do it right. And also, you know, in the society, we should quiz, we should not know only to use the words sorry or pardon or excuse me, this is my fault, something like that. We have to learn specific questions when other people tell us that this is our mistake. We have to ask them by that, please tell me how to make it right, okay? Once again, we have to request that please tell me how to make it right. Okay, so if they know and they tell us the way to make everything right, that is good for us. We have to learn from them and consider they consider them as our real teachers, and as on the way to build peaceful and happiness and provide others benefits to other people. We need this way. We need the people who sees our fault, who sees our mistake, and ready to tell us how to make it right. And we need so many people. We need as many times like that to build our professional, our personal values in this society. So the ways of giving by teaching and coaching others is the most important in this society. And the people who have the abilities to teach and coach others also have also have also requires as many products of knowledge, and the knowledge that we learn from the world is such as from school, university, from families, and from our good friend is it's not good. It's not enough to apply and to explain to other people for everybody or for everything. Sometimes we need to train our mindsets and to train our skillful mind. Sometimes we have to learn from religions. For us, the Theravada Buddhist monk, we have the big source. We have the big source from the Bali Canons. The Bali Canons take us many things to accomplish our duties of showing people's direct ways to be the good peoples in the societies. And we also have the good potentials for runs our duties or for follows our duty too. You know, in the either Buddhism, for monks at least they have three duty to accomplish in the daily life. The monk must conduct morality. The monk must educate or train their minds, calmness every day, every time they have free time. The monks have to live the life based on the development of mindfulness, and the monk is also live the life to give the Buddhists the good confidence and have the duty to explain what is right and what is wrong and what is still doubt from the Buddhists. So becomes a monkhood is not easy as we think, because mostly the Buddhist monks, they don't have much free time for themselves, but everything is must called by the values of time. They have to train themselves, learn by themselves, and spend their time for other people, for accomplish the givings by teachings and coachings as other people, because the goals of the Buddhist monk is living this life for the others' benefits, or the benefits and the happiness of the others. And for them, for us, and obviously mystery monks, their duties includes teachings and propagating other people's the teachings of the Buddha too. And the monks themselves also live depends on the Buddhist life. It really means that the Buddhist monk live based on the Buddhist food or the Buddhist four requests. The four requests include clothes, food, residence, and medicines. And the main duties for the ladies or the Buddhist devotees includes three also. First one is dana, giving. Second is sila, moralities, and the third is pavanas. This means the developments on the trainings and developments of the mind. So the formulas of giving exist in this elder Buddhism for warm up our mind to be ready for the next process, that is those are for conducting the silas, for training our minds, and for developing our wisdom. According to the Buddha traditions are propagating Buddhism or teaching the Dhammas to the older. The first one, the Buddha have to take us to explain to us to be the right view first, and when other people believe in the virtues of the Buddha, the Dhammas, and the Sangha, the Buddha was accept their dhanas. And after the Buddha enjoys the dhanas by food or by the four requisites, mostly the Buddha spent that time to teach and to explain his teaching to other peoples regarding to the three parts training. We call it Bali Trisikha, and we also consider the Trisikhas as the long life learning. So as the monks and the ladies devotees, if we would become the experts on the teachings of the Buddha, and to be an expert of the skillful mind, we have to follow the Buddha guidance. Okay, so start from Adana, Sila, Samadhi, and Panya, and one day we will get freedom of our minds and reach the ends of the suffering. When the freedom of the mind, in Pali we call Ceto Vimutti, and approach the ends of the suffering, or approach of the right wisdom, we call Panya Vimutti. And Ceto Vimutti and Panya Vimutti is the highest goals as of the elder Buddhism. So everything we share, including danas, or the practice of the giving hạnh bodhis in Vietnam is just for the purpose of the upright change, the freedom of minds, and the right wisdom for the elders, and especially as a Theravada Buddhist monks, we also have the duty to bring the elders the benefits and happiness. So at the end of this topic, the practice of giving, which you all understand the basis of the giving theories, and if you feel interested in learning is studying it deeply, you can go to the Googles and search for it. There is many things regarding to the practice of giving to learn and to share each others. At the end, I would emphasize that, like as angels with two terms, firstly receiving and the second is giving. So be generous, be happy, and be the good. Thank you.